Students, we are solving problem on shaft and keys. Okay, so we'll take next type of problem. Yesterday we had solved a similar type of problem. We'll take one more problem on similar type. Okay, so we are solving problems based on strength basis. Okay, in that, so we have solved solid shaft. Okay, we are solving now hollow shaft. I am solving more problems on hollow shaft because the probability of asking hollow shaft in exam is more. Okay, so it carries 10 marks and probability of asking this question, so these hollow shaft questions is more, so I am taking problem on hollow shaft. Okay, first I will read out the problem. Find the outside and inside diameter of a hollow shaft. That means you should find D naught and Di. Okay, the D naught is outside diameter, Di is inside diameter of a hollow shaft which transmits 400 kilowatt. That means, so it is given, power is given 400 kilowatt. Okay, at 300 rpm. So that is N is given as 300 revolution per minute. The maximum shear stress is 45 megapascal. That means whatever the allowable stress or maximum shear stress, both are same, which is 45 megapascal is given. The outer diameter is, see, here is not given K value. Instead of giving K value, he is telling that the outer diameter is twice the inside diameter. So that is, outside diameter is twice the inside diameter. Assuming that maximum torque is 35% is given. So 35 means you should take 1.35. So I will write the given data first. P value is given how much? 400 kilowatt. N is given 300 rpm. Shear stress is how much? Shear stress is 45 megapascal. Convert this into Newton per meter square. 45 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per meter square. And he is telling maximum torque should be 1.35 times 35% extra. That means 1.35 times T. Okay, so now he is asking what? So now K is not given. What is K? It is inside diameter to outside diameter. Okay, so now he is telling that in problem statement, if you read, outer diameter, that is D naught, outer diameter is twice means 2 times the inside diameter. D naught is twice the inside. He is given this. Instead of giving K value, he has given this value. So now we will solve the problem. So what we should find? We should find Di. We should find D naught, inside diameter and outside diameter we should find. So we'll go on solving the problem now. So what all the formulas we will be using? So first and foremost formula is, you should find torque. For finding torque, which formula I will use from data handbook? .3a just substitute the values. P is 400 is given, N is given 300 rpm. So when you find this torque, you get 12,733.33 into 10 raised to 3 you will get. But this is in Newton millimeter, but I want it in Newton millimeter. Sorry, it is in Newton millimeter. I want it in Newton meter. So I will just divide by 1000. So torque I will get this is the torque what I will get from this equation. So using this torque, what is maximum torque? max is equal to, so now multiply T max 1.35 times T is 12,733.33. So when you multiply, you will get, so when you multiply it to 1.35, so this is the value you are getting. So you are getting 17,190 Newton meter. So after finding this, so what you have to do, you should find diameter of shaft. For that, allowable shear stress is equal to this is there in equation 3.1, page number 50. Page number 50. Now go on substituting what all the values. This is 45 into 10 raised to 6. Okay, so 45 megapascal is given. So mega is nothing but 10 raised to 6. Torque is how much now? 17,190. 3.142 into d naught k into 1 divided by 1 minus k value is how much you are getting. See, now we have not found out k, so we will just find out k now. Here we know the k is di by d now. Here this statement is given, so outside diameter is twice of inside diameter, so di is, so di you keep as it is. Keep as it is. D naught is what now? 2 times di. This di will cancel. So 1 by 2 is nothing but 0.5. So this is the k value. Is not given directly, indirectly it is given. So that you have to use here. So this is what the equation you are getting. So now shift this d naught here and 45 here. Mutually you just shift both. So d naught cube you shift here, 45 here. 16 into 17,190 divided by 3.142 into 45 into 10 raised to 6. 1 divided by 1 minus 0.5 raised to 4 is 0.0625 will get. When you take raised to 4, it will be 0.0625. Okay, now d naught cube is equal to 16 into 17,190 into, see this will be into 1, 3.142 into 45 into 10 raised to 6, 16 into 17,000 into 1, this one will multiply here, 3.142 45. See this, whenever you find out this value, this will multiply down, 0.9375. So when you multiply all these values, when you find the whole values, so you will get, so when you take this whole valuation, you will get 2.07 into 10 raised to minus 3, or else you will get 0.00207 something you will get. Okay, so after getting this, you just take d naught is equal to square cube root, d cube is there, so cube root you should, if d square is there, square root, d cube is the cube root. So when you take this value, d naught you will get 0.127. You will get it in meter, but I won't, so 0.127 meter you will get. but I want it in millimeter, so multiply by 1000. So when you multiply, you will get 120. Sorry. So when you multiply, you will get 127.3 millimeter. So it is next fifth value is you can just approximate it to 130 millimeter. So this is the outside diameter of the shaft. Now we need to find what is the inside diameter of the shaft. How to find inside diameter of the shaft? So inside diameter of shaft, diameter is equal to, so what is K? K is di by d naught. Okay, K value is how much? 0.5. So di by d naught. Now I want di. So d naught is how much? 0.5 into, see when you shift this, it will go here. D naught is equal to di. Now di is equal to 0.5. D naught value is how much? We are getting from here, we have found out d naught is equal to 130. So when you multiply 130 into 0.5, so we will get 65 mm. This is the di value. So we are getting two values, di is equal to 130 and di is equal to 65 mm. So this is the hollow shaft. So when you are using an hollow shaft, so you will have two diameters. One is di, one more is d naught. So di you are getting 65 mm, d naught you are getting 130 mm. So these are the values of inside diameter and outside diameter of an hollow shaft. This is how we are solving the problems on hollow shaft. Okay, only different thing is K is not given directly. Instead of giving K, he has given this equation. Using this equation, you should find what is the K. Using that K, you should substitute in the whole equation and find what is the value of inside diameter and outside. In the next part of our video, we will take based on rigidity, we will solve the problems. Okay, so in this part of video, we are solved on strength basis. Next class onwards, we will take based on rigidity, and we will take different problems. Okay, so in this part of video, so this problem we have solved. Okay, we'll continue in the next part of our video.